Hello guys and welcome back. Welcome back to Canada Worker. So today I decided to do like the very first vlog on this channel. I've never done it before. Typically during the summer months when I started out, you guys know I prefer to do my interviews outside, with my guests. But lately it's just been at home and in the den, where I do that, and it's boring for me. So yeah, I decided to come out today. And I have another Calgarian here with me today. You guys get to meet her soon. Today's topic actually will be about the mistakes that newcomers make when coming to Canada. It applies to those that have already come in and those about to come. Some are financial mistakes, some are, other things that will not do you very well. But we'll talk to them, Let's
Jima. Okay, I need to learn to talk a little slower. My name is Tola Jima. I am a photographer, a cybersecurity consultant, fashionpreneur. I wear many hats essentially. Like I do too many things. I am a proud Albertan. So sometimes in Canada you find that people are like, some immigrants are at war as to whether it's better to settle in Alberta or in Ontario. That is such a long battle that we've always had. But I'm a proud Albertan. I live in Calgary. I think to me it's one of the most beautiful provinces in Canada. I will be joining Harry to talk about mistakes that immigrants make in Canada. I've made a few myself and I'm excited to be sharing my journey. Oh my god, it's cold. It's cold.
Okay, so guys, one of the things that I think is a mistake that new immigrants make, or those that have come, is not knowing your province inside out. Before you come. You understand, right?
Preacher.
I have done a video on why I chose Alberta. So if you haven't watched that, I'll put the card up somewhere up there so you can go watch that video. But I made the decision, I considered financial factors. I considered the kind of lifestyle I like to live. In Ontario, everyone knows Toronto, and from where I come from, my home country, the city I stayed in before I left, was notorious for its hustle and bustle. So knowing that Toronto felt that way to me, I chose not to go to Ontario.
Right.
So yeah, Tol, I don't know if you have any experience on this, on how you chose your province,
how
it should matter. Yeah, how it should matter to newcomers, so they don't get to make those type of mistakes.
Yeah, thank you, Henry. This is a very topic that touches my heart. Immigrants are constantly trying to ask, what province should I go to? It's a very big question, and we have many provinces in Canada. Let me push you on the blast. How many provinces do we have?
See,
10. We have 10.
8 or 9. Oh, 10 actually.
We have 10 provinces.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
Nope, I'm not wrong. We do have about 10 provinces in Canada, and the truth is they're all good. It just depends on where you want to go to. And when you're on the outside, that question of where should I go, it's hard for anyone to answer it for you. A lot of people come to where they have like friends because it's easy to settle. So I know Henry can say, Henry, I'm coming to your house. Or Henry can say, Tola, you're coming to Canada, come to my house, I'll host you for the first 2 weeks or whatever. Stuff like that. So knowing somebody in province helps. But you probably also want to do your research. If you're an oil person, Alberta may be a place for you to come to. But big disclaimer. The Alberta economy was hit, the oil sector was hit, so oil is not booming as much as it used to be. But if you did your research and if things were better in terms of like the oil industry in and of itself, then you probably would be looking at Alberta or maybe Ontario if you like the fast paced life. But there's a couple of things to research, before you come. And then when you do come, my brother and my sister, acclimatizing to your province is another it's something else entirely. For instance, getting credit cards. When I came, I was like, credit card, I want a credit card. But you literally cannot leave here without a credit card. So you see that mentality of BC. I just said that to you, but I don't want to owe. Just like put in your back pocket.
Yeah, I'm building history, building credit history, essential for.
It is.
So This is one of
Important.
the, when I started in the beginning, I mentioned that some mistakes are financial. This is one of them. Don't make the
Yes.
financial mistake of coming
Yes.
here and not acquiring a credit card or not finding out how it works. So it's not an excuse to say, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know how it works, because we come from societies where everything is bought with a
Yeah.
debit card or you pay in cash. So get yourself
a credit card, yes, and then you, because you would essentially cripple yourself financially. You would so narrow your
on this
opportunities. Like we were saying about financial services and stuff like that, it's important for you to get a credit card. Don't undo your own self by saying, "If I get this, I don't wanna, I don't wanna." Oh, these countries are built on this system. You need to have a credit. Like you at some point you can't even survive if you don't have one. Open a bank account as quickly as you can, because a lot of things will be tied to it. Sometimes we delay getting our sin. What is a sin? Henry, I'll let you answer that question before I continue.
It's not when you do something bad. Okay, Joe. So the sin is your social insurance number.
Absolutely. And it's like an identity for you. Almost everything you do is tied to it. It's important that you get your sin done. Get a phone number. Like, I know sometimes, let me be honest, when I came here, I asked, I was like, okay, I was supposed, so the people I stayed with were, I mean, they were amazing. They got me up to speed with everything I needed to do. So time to get a phone. We walked into the shop and then, they're like, oh, it's like, I think it was like $50 a month, Henry. And I was just like, $50 a month, like, I don't understand. Can't I just buy credits? And but in my head I'm like, can I just buy credits I use for that? But no,
45 a month. No,
45, correct. Please, Jam, you see, what's that one? So it was like $50 a month with my own phone. And so that meant that I use the phone, I don't use the phone. I have a $50 tab bill every month. So some people are like, you know what? This phone thing, I think I can wait till later. Well, everybody, you know your circumstance, you know your pocket, but it's important that you are connectable and that you're reachable. So getting a phone, I would say you should do in good time, because you probably want to start applying to jobs. You want to be reachable, and yes, you do have your Nigerian WhatsApp, but that's as much as your foreign WhatsApp. Maybe you're not coming from Nigeria, so your WhatsApp from your line from your own country. I know, but that's only about how far I can take you. Talking to people at home, you need to be connected here, so you want to get that done. For sure. Getting a phone line is one thing I would do.
Sorry guys, it's windy here, so
it's windy and it's cold. Like I literally want to see if I literally feel like I should enter my jacket. It's so cold.
Well, I see what we go through to create content.
Look at what we go through to create content for you guys. Like you better watch this video to the end. Like don't stop, don't pause, watch it to the end, because a lot of great content coming your way, made by Henry.
Antola. Okay, so at this point I'd like to say, if you're new to the channel, my name is Henry Fimibama. I make pretty much videos that I like. I'm in Canada, so I've gotten loads of questions to make this type of videos to let people know things not to do, right? So they hit the ground running when they come.
Absolutely.
One of the things I'll say is I came here in December. I would advise you to come in December. I feel like the best time to come would be, say, the end of February or March, because then recruitment cycles begin and then you can get the best, in terms of jobs. But if you're hard pressed or you've already booked your flights, it's fine. You just need to know how to engage the competitive job markets here, especially now that there's COVID.
I'm laughing at Henry, right? Because the truth is, so you see, we're two people, but then we have two different perspectives. I don't think it's bad to come in December. Talking to the camera is hard. I don't think it's bad to come in December. Look at the view. Isn't it beautiful? Like, isn't it beautiful? This is January, not December, but this is typically what you get in December as well, right? The truth is, it can prove a little tough, especially when you want to, for instance, like learn to drive. Not learn to drive, like when you want to take your driving test. So you're not learning to drive, but you're practicing. You have like a road test and a road practice test. It can prove a little challenging, especially if you've not driven in snow. That may be a little hard. Okay, yeah, but yeah, so if you want to come in December, it's okay. You're just going to have to deal with the cold, the snow, and then just trying to get out. Like, look at me. I have my hands I've been here since 2018, but I'm talking to you and I have my hands in my pockets because I don't want to freeze and then my fingers just fall off. So yeah, there's a few things you may need to battle with if you come in December as against if you come in summer. But that said, the earlier you come, the better, because you would still meet a winter anyway. Tip number, we don't even know, but next tip we're going to talk about is accommodation.
Okay, So for me, I'm of the opinion that it's good from your home country to have at least an idea of where you like to stay. You know, after you figured out, oh, I love the province of Alberta, or I want to go to Manitoba. Where in Manitoba do you want to settle? Okay, Winnipeg, you've identified that. What neighborhoods in Winnipeg fit those factors we've already discussed, your lifestyle, you know, where you want a job, and all that kind of stuff. So I feel it's good to have an idea so that when you come, like for me, I came and I stayed in an Airbnb for 2 weeks, and in those 2 weeks, I scouted neighborhoods. I picked out 2 neighborhoods in Northwest Calgary that I scouted, and eventually picked the right one. So, what's your take on this, and how important it is for new immigrants?
It's extremely important to decide, first of all, on what province you want to go to. I already said that at the beginning of the tape. Sometimes you ask questions like, where should I land? Where should I go to? And we're confused. But there's one thing and people coming into Canada need to understand: research should be your friend. Like research. I can't emphasize that enough. Nobody has the answers to every question, but trust me, if you do a lot of research, you will not be found wanting. It's important to say, okay, where do I want to go? Do I want to go to Calgary? Do I want to go to Nova Scotia? Do I want to go to Halifax? Do I want to go to, wherever? And when you find that place, ask yourself, where in Calgary do I want to land? Where in Halifax do I want to live? So ask questions, talk to people, find out about for parents with kids, things like schools, what kind of schools are in that area, things like what kind of grocery stores, convenience stores. I don't want to have to look at how blizzardly cold it is. You don't want to have to walk too long, because when you come, you probably don't have a car immediately. Something else we can talk about, getting a car. You don't have a car immediately, so you don't want it to be too inconvenient for you to access the basic things, necessities of life that you need. For instance, school for your kids, grocery shopping, and stuff like that. So research is important. I would say if you can do that from your home country, so that when you come, it's easier for you to narrow down your search, that would be amazing.
All right, folks. So the last thing we want to talk about is, I feel like I talk on networking every time I do this type of videos, but it's crucially important. In fact, I don't mind saying it again, because if you don't network, then
yes. So in Canada, it's very important that you find a niche that you network. This is a full-blown topic of its own. You need to network to get a good job. You probably want to network if you want to go to school. It's good for you to network and ask questions about the course you're going to do. If you're even an entertainer, or you do YouTube like I and Henry, or whatever it is you do. I mean, both of us we're into entertainment as well as being IT people during the day. But we're networking, we're working together. That's kind of like it's not the only way, but it's one of the good ways to grow. You increase your network. Your network in Canada is your net worth. I'll just put it that way.
Okay, and then you guys are aware of the WhatsApp group. Well, I get that some people sometimes may be shy. Not everyone wants to speak out. In every WhatsApp group I know, literally, there are silent members. However, we had an important discussion today on personal finance, and I love the take on it. A lot of silent people on the group would have gotten worth as well. We talked about getting pre-approved. We talked about owning a home and the benefits. Someone gave Toby on the group gave one option that I hadn't heard before, and it was good. So if you want to be a part of the WhatsApp group, as usual, I'll tell you the best place to reach out to me on will be on Instagram. In the description, I'll also put Tola's WhatsApp. Not WhatsApp.
Yeah,
Tola's
Instagram.
YouTube channel, so you guys can follow her as well. We are both content creators in Calgary. She's very entertaining, so she'll give you guys premium content as well.
As you can see, I've been jumping and dancing all through.
So yeah, that's it, guys. We'll go ahead to enjoy the rest of Calgary. We'll take some shots, do some other fun things before we head out.
And even though we're cold, we're going to play in the snow.
Yeah, and then by now you're already watching this video. Go home and edit and do all of that good stuff. And I have some other fun things coming up. You guys don't hesitate to let me know the type of videos you want made. If you're new, please subscribe, or most importantly, like the videos. The likes are important for me and the YouTube algorithm. Hopefully we'll be hitting 1K very soon, and then we'll take off from there. Yeah, so excited. Thank you guys for staying this long to watch, and I guess we'll talk to you later. Okay.
Bye guys.
Bye.
I like to do my princess wave. Bye.